Welcome back to Tinateach Python series, lesson number 10 now actually. We're learning about escaping characters today, so I have a bunch that I want to introduce to you. We have like the single quote, the backslash, the new line, backspace, tab, and carriage return. We'll dive into that in a little bit. So I want to say a brief sort of explanation for what escaping characters do. So a lot of times when you have like a variable or you want to print something and you have these characters like single quotes, double quotes that you want to include, but then Python sort of confuses that with the syntax, right? It doesn't see those quotes or those tabs or new line as actual sort of string format, but as syntax instead, and it returns an error. So by escaping characters, we can basically say to Python, hey, I just want to print this is just a value, it's not a syntax, okay? First, let's figure out what's a carriage return. A carriage return acts very much similar to a new line. It basically makes a new line, but the point of difference is where the cursor lies after Python prints our value. So with new line, it shifts the cursor to like the new line. So if you have hello world, it will print hello world, and then the cursor will go down, right? It will go down to this line right here, new line. But when Python encounters a carriage return, it moves the cursor to the beginning of the line. So after it prints all of this, the cursor go back here, okay? As opposed to new line, it goes down here. So as you can see, all of these sort of escaping is very simple. I'll put them into Visual Studio Code so you can see the output in a little bit. So you just basically use sort of the backslash, right? And then you put whatever character or value that you want to include after the backslash, okay? So let's see how this works. So I have single quotes. Hello world. Then I have backslash. Hello world, 2 backlashes. Next is a new line, put an N over here. Next is a carriage return. Carriage, I return, and then return carriage. Okay. Next up is a tab. Basically, just space your string with tab. A lot of tabs. This down here actually doesn't do anything. Okay, backspace. It'll back up your space. Backing T B T B spaces. Okay, now let's print all of this out. Single quote, backslash, new line, carriage return, tab, and then backspace. Oh, okay. Let's add a little bit of space after the comma. Ctrl S and let's run it. Oh, okay, so this is a bit confusing. Let me print them all in new line actually. You can concatenate new line. Okay. There we go. Wait, let me include the space actually. Copy, paste. Let's replace all of the comma. Okay, all good. Let's see. There we go. New line. So we have the single quotes, we have the backlashes, new line, carriage. Seems like it's a bit too much. Let me just carriage return. And then next we have tab. You see a lot of tabs, and then backing space. Let's not complicate this a bit. Let's just make it 2 space, right? And then let's run it. Okay, now you only have 1 space as opposed to 2, okay? That's it for today's lesson. I hope that you understand all of that. For our next lesson, we'll be learning about a new concept in Python, finally, and not having to deal with strings, is Boolean, true or false. Remember, learn today, better tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye!